Today we're going to do something a little bit different. Today I'm going to talk you through how best to taste whiskey and how to try whiskey and sample it. So many folk walk into a bar and they say, oh, that sounded like the beginning of an awful joke. That's not what it is. Walk into a bar and say, oh, whiskey. I'll have a whiskey and tonic, whiskey and coke, whiskey and whatever. Fine. But if you're at home and you're, experiencing the wonders of this amazing drink and exploring the different whiskies that you probably own or want to own or are trying in bars, like specific whiskey bars, you should probably have a little bit of an idea on how to taste it properly. So that's what I'm going to do today. This is a Lefroy 25-year-old. I know, pitching in high. Fine. It's only in the glass because I literally just did a review of it for YouTube, and it'll be either already on the channel or will be published soon. So check it out. It's a passionate one. Anyway, pour yourself a whiskey, whatever it is. It could be Lefroy 25. It could be the famous Grouse. It could be Teachers. It could be Aberlour, Glenfiddich, Ardbeg, Glenmorangie, Glenlivet, Glengrant, Glenbergie, any of the Glens, or any whiskey indeed. Jameson, maybe not Jack Daniels. Any whiskey you want. Jameson, Teeling, Quiet Man, the Dalmore, Glengoyne, Big Pete, Timorous Beastie, whatever the hell you're drinking, pour it. It doesn't matter what it is. Pour it. Get enough in the glass, swill it round. Let it breathe for a couple of minutes maybe. You get used to this, by the way. The first few times you may or may not splash your face or the floor with your good juice. So yeah, don't worry about wasting it. It's not a waste. It'll add to the aroma and you're going to smell the whiskey anyway. So now have a quick nose like I just did. Interesting. Now breathe completely out. Put your glass to the bridge of your nose and then breathe all the way in until it starts to tingle. Watch. And hold it there for a couple of seconds and just let it breathe. Breathe out. What that's doing is actually waking up your senses. So it's not about getting the notes, not about any of that kind of stuff this time. Waking up your senses, telling them that something interesting is about to happen. Okay? Now we go in properly. Still breathe out, but not quite the full way. And then breathe in for about 2 seconds and then start telling me what you're getting. So for me, I'm getting obviously peat, I'm getting tropical notes, I'm getting pineapple, I'm getting juicy ripe fruits. But I do this all the time, so you may not get the same thing. And the crucial thing here to remember is that we all taste differently. So you might be trying the same whiskey, who knows? And you might be getting completely different flavor notes. That's not a problem. We all experience it differently. If we all experience it the same, A, I wouldn't have a job because it'd be obvious what everything was. But B, we wouldn't have the discussion, the exploration, the enjoyment, and the shareability that we have of this amazing spirit and amazing drink. So, once you've done that, do it again. You can do it over and over and over. It doesn't matter how many times you try it, you'll find something new. The longer you spend with the nose, the more you're going to find. Then, this is the interesting part, obviously. Put it on your palate, but have a very quick sip first, swallow it, forget about it. Then we're going to do something interesting, okay? In we go and out we go. Quick sip. Swallow, forget it. Now, take another sip in and keep it in your mouth for about 5, 10, 20 seconds if you can. Richard Patterson recommends 21 seconds. If you can do that, it will start to burn. But if you can do that, all the more better. Okay, that was about 21 seconds of a cask strength whiskey. Next time I will use a lower ABV, softer dram for this, this explanation. But now your mouth is on fire. No matter what whiskey you're having, it should be on fire. In a good way, not painful, none of that. But talk to me. In the comments, tell me what you're getting from the whiskey you're trying, and tell me which whiskey you're trying, obviously, because it's interesting for me to understand how other people taste as well. So for me, now that's on the palate, the peat, the smoke, it's all growing, it's growing and growing, getting lovely vanilla notes, lovely dark fruit notes, bit of bitter dark chocolate in there as well. But again, I do this a lot. So if you're not used to doing this or don't do it all the time, do not panic that you're not getting you know, every single note under the sun. For example, on the back of most whiskies, there'll be a flavour note. That's normally an aggregation of about 5-7 people who the master distiller or blender will say what they get. Then it goes through marketing, then it goes through copywriting, then it goes onto the label, and it's an amalgamation of different things. So it's not just what you should get. What you understand from that whiskey and what you pick up, that's the right answer. And it's about being open and honest about that kind of stuff, because I don't think enough people are. But yeah, please put your flavour notes in the comments below. I'd be intrigued to hear what you get from whatever whiskey you're trying. You never know, I might have the notes from what I got from that same one a while back anyway, and we can compare and have a little chat. Until next time, happy tasting. Cheers, GreatDrams.